Kids know that junk food is bad for them, and they know that a much healthier diet along with exercise is better than sitting on the couch with a bag of chips. But what about when they don't have a choice of what's on the menu, like at school? Although students say they would like to eat healthy at school, it's hard when they don't find their school lunches appealing. But with children not eating as healthy, some are at risk of developing type 2 diabetes. According to diabetes.org, about 1 in every 400 children and adolescents has diabetes. This has become a big issue lately. Students are finding ways to improve this by suggesting that healthier food be served at a snack bar, and that the school should have more things to get them active, such as more field activities. Most schools don't offer extra physical activity time to students. Missy Harvey explains.
Studies show most teens don't get enough physical activity daily. One way to incorporate more time for physical activity in a school day is to extend lunchtime with a required physical activity. Mary Esther Garza, assistant principal, can't extend lunchtime due to school hours.
There's only so many hours in the day and you have to go to so many classes, and we would have to cut down on the minutes that you spend in class in order to give you a longer lunch.
Garza's goal does not include active playtime after lunch.
I think 30 minutes is plenty of time to eat. It may not be enough time to eat and play. So our main focus is make sure that you have some food to give you energy for the rest of the afternoon.
Ken Major teaches and also coaches. He believes that the students' lunchtime should be extended so that students get the required 1 hour of physical activity daily.
The studies that I've read, again, they advocate for 60 minutes at least a day of activity outside or some type of physical activity. And what that does is it boosts the oxygen levels in your body, and then also enhances your thinking processes.
PE classes aren't available to all students because most teens won't exercise unless forced to. Required physical activity should be incorporated sometime during the school day. If an extended lunchtime isn't an option, maybe recess should be available in middle school.
Kids would be able to be more active if recess were an option, but what about eating healthier? Would kids eat healthier if fresh fruit and vegetables were served at a snack bar, or if a healthy vending machine were available? Stephanie Legarreta has more on that.
Most U.S. youth do not meet the recommendations for eating 2.5 cups to 6.5 cups of fresh fruits and vegetables each day. Math and science teacher Angela Frosto believes students should have healthy snacks to keep them going in between classes.
I think the students need something to kind of supplement in between lunch and classes and keep them a little more focused in the classroom.
8th grader Salma Moreno believes students would rather have fresh fruits and vegetables in the school cafeteria lunch.
It might encourage kids to get more healthy. They would probably rather buy that than eat school lunch.
Assistant Principal Daniel Gomez believes responsibility has a big part in what students get served.
I think we need to be more responsible in the things that we offer students, especially as far as health is concerned. So the more options that students have to select healthy choices, I think the better off we're all going to be as a school.
Today, an astonishing 12.5 million children in America are overweight, and 13 million more are at serious risk of becoming overweight.
The students are always eating what's available, which is usually chips or candy or something that we could usually supplement for a little bit healthier of a choice. So I think if that choice was available to them, that it would make for a healthier school.
Vending machines that offer healthy choices numerously benefit students, teachers, and administrators alike.
In today's world where we're trying to be very health conscious, so I really think that students would take that choice if they were given that opportunity.
Frosto believes students will benefit by having a healthier choice to snack on.
Students that are in my class and they're constantly munching on something or asking me if I have any apples or yogurt or granola bars or anything for them to snack on. So I think if they were given that option, that they would be able to, they would buy from it, they would use it.
In the end, numbers speak louder than words, and numbers state more students choose healthier foods rather than school cafeteria lunches.
Physical activity and a good breakfast can lead to academic success. We all know breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Nutritionist Nancy Cathy explains why.
Well, there's been a lot of studies done that show that anybody, but particularly children, if they've eaten, they're able to focus when they're at school and not be disruptive and focus and learn. So that's the major reason that all the kids should be eating breakfast.
Kathy says that not eating a healthy breakfast affects the behavior of children in the classroom.
Your brain just functions better, so you retain what's being said, you listen better, you participate better, you also behave better. They found that kids who are hungry tend to be more disruptive.
Not only does eating healthy affect children, but also active living, says Celsa Madrid.
As part of my PDP, which is a teacher evaluation tool, I did bring in a group of about 15 kids that would come into exercise before class started. Then they took their end of the year discovery test, and some of the kids did improve in the areas of math.
Fifth grader Valerie Tovar says that dancing helped her academically.
We would dance, and then it would give us like energy to start like our day.
Julie Reyes says that Conley Elementary did their part to help better the students' health.
Nowadays, our kids don't get a lot of the activity that needs to take place to be healthy. So instead of just doing the healthy breakfast in the classrooms, we are also doing the exercising.
If healthier choices were available, would you choose them, or would you stick to chips and other junk food? Norma Farrell has more.
Sierra Middle School students have the option of getting lunch from the snack bar instead of a hot lunch, but are the items on the snack bar the best choice? Nutritionist Nancy Cathy says the snack bar does offer healthy choices.
Slushies that we serve here are made with 100% juice, so they're probably about equally healthy. The reason that the items that are sold in the snack bar are what they are, and they're not some of the other things, is as we've tried different things, the kids don't buy the other things when we have them in the snack bar. So we used to try fresh fruit and fresh vegetables.
Kathy says the school cafeteria managers create the menus.
Their job is to get input from their own students about what they like that we serve, what they don't like. Maybe they like our concept, but maybe the food itself didn't turn out very well. And so they need to be bringing that back to our group, and then the middle school groups, managers as a group, write those menus. And so the way to have input into the actual menus is through your manager in that format. If you think the idea is good, but maybe the food itself is not good, then that's an issue that we need to look at within your school.
Some students are pushing to replace the snack bar with a more healthy salad bar. Kathy says that there are logistical problems having a salad bar at school.
Whenever tackled, there's lots of issues with it. It has to be supervised. There's a lot more food waste, and so we haven't quite figured out how to do that in a way that we would be effective, and so that's the reason for having those chef salads every day. And if you look at them, they vary from day to day what's on them. The basic part's the same, but we change to different meats and those sorts of things, hoping that we can kind of appeal to a variety. We put dried fruits on some of them, things like that, to try to provide some variety without actually doing the salad bar.
Cafeteria employee Martha Lopez says students don't choose the healthy food options.
The ideal healthy lunch for school would be make sure they have the vegetables, the fruit, and the main entree, which would be the protein that they need, or the daily protein. It would be healthier, but many students will not take it. I've tried selling vegetables and fresh fruits in the snack bar, and they will not buy them.
It's time to put healthy food on your tray and throw the junk food away.